what's up? Welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be going over probably the worst copium I have ever seen in this community. Like, ever. This is Twin Atlas's new YouTube short or TikTok, going over the new power revamp in their game Drive World, which, by the way, I already made a video on, is basically the worst update the game has ever gotten. So yeah, let's get into this. Yeah.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the new Drive World power revamp. So let's get started. Number one is power. Now with this revamp, it means that it doesn't matter what car you have, the maximum amount of horsepower you can get from your car is 1500 horsepower.
Why? Well, I don't understand. This is not realistic. If you're trying to make the game appeal to people that like cars or appeal to children, shouldn't you teach them how cars work? Not all cars have a horsepower cap of 1500. Not all cars can hit 1500 horsepower. That doesn't make any sense.
Horsepower, which means a fully upgraded Zenith can beat a stock blade in the quarter mile.
Okay. Why are you saying this is a good thing? Now listen to what he says next.
I think this balance is very essential.
Essential to make a starter car beat a car that takes hours to get. Hours, if not more.
For the game, as it makes races more about the driver's skill.
It doesn't make it about the driver's skill. If the driver had skill, they would play the game to get better cars. Like that is skill in a game where you progress. I'd like to add that after all this updating, you still have to get like a few million to fully upgrade your stock whatever car, which is the exact amount you needed for, let's say, a McLaren P1 in the old version of the game, which I went from a Porsche 911 GT3 to a McLaren P1 to the Bolide. That was my stepping ladder. It's not hard.
And not how fast the driver's car is. Number two, we have the weight. So there's now a new weight reduction system where
also, it's not called weight reduction, it's called chassis, which is like silly. Why?
You can go and click the chassis and pick which
chassis. Okay, man.
One. You get better handling out of each chassis. This is pretty straightforward. Gear tunes have been removed. I mean, come on, who even understood them anyway?
That is the most atrocious thing I've heard. This is what prompted me to make the video that you are watching right now. Who understood them anyways? Me. I understood them. I have friends who understood them. I know lots of people in the game understood them. I think there's a reason why there are so many YouTube videos about Drive World gear tunes to help people understand them from people who do understand them. Like, I don't know what PR representative or whatever wrote this up, but whoever you are, you should be fired. You are not doing your job very well. You're making yourselves look like idiots.
Number four are tires. Tires now provide no performance upgrade and are purely just for cosmetics.
Okay, I will say that is a good thing about this update. I think tires in such an arcade-like game really didn't have a place. I don't think having to get off-road tires on an off-road car but then have it perform worse on the road was really something that the game needed. But, I mean, that's just my opinion.
And the fifth is new upgrades. You can pick from...
I'd like to say they said new upgrades. They just removed one and added one, and then added some for electric cars. So
ECUs, and if you have an electric car, you can now pick a different battery pack and a rotor. And that was...
A rotor?
Pick from different ECUs, and if you have an electric car, you can now pick a different battery pack and a rotor.
A rotor. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what a rotor is, but last time I remember, electric cars, you can't just swap out the motors. And if you can, I think it would give more than 55 horsepower.
And that was pretty much everything you need to know about the new power revamp.
Everything you need to know about the power revamp. Okay.
This is more about the driver's skill and not how fast the driver's car is.
That's just like, that doesn't make sense. I want you to look at any other racing game ever. Okay, Forza Horizon. You know what? Let's look at Need for Speed. Let's look at Asphalt 8 or Asphalt 9. These are games that children play. Literal fucking children play these games. Like 6-year-olds. And they understand it. And if they don't understand it, they still play, they still progress. Why do you think there are so many people in Drive World with such good cars that like have bad grammar in chat or type badly in chat? It's because they understand it still. It's either teaching them, or they already know, or they're just going along with it and it's working pretty well. It's not a big issue. This
being removed. I mean, come on, who even understood them anyways?
That is the silliest thing I have ever heard. It doesn't change the fact that people did understand them if you say, oh, people didn't understand them, when they did. For example, do you see a 4-speed transmission in here? A lot of drift cars or classic cars have 4-speed transmissions, right? 4-speed. That means there is 4 gears to shift through. If you want to drift, you need high torque and not many gears. You cannot make a 4-speed transmission in this game anymore. You used to be able to buy a 6 or 7-speed or whatever you wanted to and tune everything except for the first 4 gears to be unusable. So it is basically a 4-speed. You can't do that anymore. It is completely gone. They removed it. Like, why would you do that without at least adding a 5 and 4-speed? Most cars in real life don't even have 7 or 8-speed transmissions unless they're super new. Like, it's just completely unrealistic to be able, oh yeah, let me put a 10-speed transmission into a Miata. Like, if you are trying to make the game appeal to children, you should not let them even buy a transmission, because that in itself is a advanced thing in a car that you have to learn how it works. The tuning is part of that. You can't just go, oh yeah, let me swap a transmission into a car in real life, because you have to tune it. It doesn't work like that. It's unrealistic. But I get that Drive World isn't supposed to be realistic. It's just like, it had some good things about it, and they've just completely destroyed that for no reason except for to appeal kids. Even the kids don't want it. The kids want cars that go 500 miles an hour. I mean, who do you think is the one sitting on their tablet all day? I'm just going to play this back and talk over the beginning just to, get my point across.
In this video, I'm going to be going over the new Drive World power revamp.
Okay, it's the power revamp.
Number one is
so the power.
Revamp, it means that it doesn't matter what car you have.
It
the
just
maximum amount of horsepower you can get from your car is 1500 horsepower, which means a fully upgraded.
The fact that they put this clip in proves that they do not care about the community and their feedback. No one wanted this. No one wanted a Honda or whatever this is to be a Bugatti Bolide. No one wanted that. No one. If you can show me a single person that wasn't a Drive World staff member that has supported this update and everything about it, that isn't either a super high level in the game or a Drive World staff member, I would love to see it. Please comment it. Comment a link to a screenshot. Comment a quote. Do any of it. I have not found any of it. It is embarrassing on the side of the dev team. That's really all I have to say. It's probably a bit longer than you have watched, so if you're still here, thanks. I don't really want to make videos like this because I enjoy Drive World as a game, but I have officially, this is the first week in months that I haven't even tried to do the weekly challenges. And there's even a new car out, so I hope the devs revert the changes, and if they don't, I hope they at least take some community feedback and improve it, because this is really unfortunate. But yeah, thanks for watching. See ya. Peace.